Welcome. This is Mark Rubuan, and I hope you really enjoyed that video. That's one of the most powerful videos, excuse me, that I've seen online. And uh, I absolutely love that video. It's one of the most motivational things that I've ever seen that was free online. And I grabbed it and I thought, what? How can I start off this training? How can I get you guys in a state of mind that helps you really step into the power zone. And that was the video that I came up with last second. I said, hey, let me try something new and different for you. So thank you for joining me on this webinar. I'm using the Google Hangouts platform. I'm actually not going to have anybody else on the panel with me, so I'm going to be a little bit of a talking head. I really appreciate the time that you're spending with me, because I know that you could spend it with your families, or doing personal development of a different sort, working on your business, doing leisure things. I understand that. So I'm not here to waste your time. I'm not here to give you any fluff. I will tell you some theories behind what it is that I do so that you fully understand everything from the top to the bottom. I don't want you to really understand pieces of the puzzle. I want you to see the whole picture, and I want you to get the whole aspect of what it is that I'm doing, because once you really see that, you can then take that theory and this process that I'm going to show you and really, when you apply that knowledge, you'll be able to create an income that's really limitless, to be honest with you. What I'm going to show you really, you don't need any new skills, and you guys have seen that through my copy that I shared with you on my advertising. You don't need any new skills for what I'm about to show you. Okay, if you can read and write, and you have a little bit of ambition, and you're not afraid to fail a couple of times, then you're going to be successful with what I'm going to show you uh, how to do. And honestly, the price point that I'm going to give you an offer for at the end of this is absolutely phenomenal. You guys are going to be really, really pleased about what it is that I have to offer you. The bonuses that I'm going to give you with this particular offer. So I will say that at the end of this call, I will be making an offer. So feel free, if that offends you, you don't want to get any free content, because I'm going to pitch you at the end, you can go ahead and log off now. Just click the X over there in the corner. And everybody else that's still here with me, let's get the show on the road. Okay, guys? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch to a screen share, and you guys are going to see my PowerPoint presentation. And now you should be able to see that. And let's just go ahead and do a full screen. And let me see here. So what I really want is, here, let's just do it this way. So this isn't a pretty slide, okay? A pretty PowerPoint presentation. I threw this together without any frills, no fluff, no distractions, nothing. I really want you to understand the story here that I'm telling you, and I really want you guys to focus on the content. Okay, guys? If you have any distractions, if your phone's on, go ahead and put it in airplane mode. If you've got kids around, go to another room. Okay, just if you're watching this as a replay, download this video and watch it when people are not bothering you, because it's very important that you guys focus in on any kind of training. Okay, when people tell you to multitask, it's because they have an employer mentality and they want their employees to multitask and to do more than one thing. at a time, so they can improve client efficiency. But when it comes to learning, it is absolutely imperative that you focus in on the content and that you absorb everything that I'm trying to tell you. So if you're watching this replay, as a replay, push pause, and I'm going to assume that we're continuing on. Don't teach this old dog new tricks, the 1K per day trick. And that really just implies I'm going to show you something that you can make $1,000 or more per day. It really just depends on what your ambition level is, what your goals are, and what kind of experience you have. So this is the presentation. So who am I? Who is Mark Gouboin? If you're coming to me from a cold list, you have no idea who I am. You decided to catch this webinar because there's this guy that's promoting something that sounded intriguing. Okay, I'm a family man. I'm married. I've got a young toddler, and these two individuals are a huge part of my life. I love them dearly, and what I do is for them and to provide for that family. I love movies. As I'm filming this, I just saw Maleficent and X-Men last weekend. I love movies. I watch them all the time. A huge fan of the X-Men series, and amongst other things. I really love a good movie. I love music. I love everything. Usually, there's some things that I don't like you're getting older when you listen to the radio and you think to yourself, "What is this crap?" That's how you know you've gotten older. So there's some music that I don't like, and I love traveling. I've been all over Europe. I've been to Hawaii. I've been to the Philippines, Japan, Mexico. I've seen a lot of different places in my life, and I love traveling. So I hope to hit up more locations. The last trip I went to was Disneyland. That was awesome. Took my kid there. We had a blast. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll see some of those photos down at my albums. But it's absolutely awesome. I'm a workaholic. What can I say? I enjoy working and doing the things that I love doing. They say if you work doing the things that you love, you never work a day in your life, and that's really where I'm at in my life when it comes to work, and I'm gonna work every day till I die. So when they say, oh well, when you retire you do nothing, but it's like, yeah, no one ever really retires. I mean, if you really want to generate a substantial amount of income, and you have aspirations like I do, multiple companies aren't going to run themselves. Even if you have multiple companies, somebody's got to manage the money. And even if somebody's managing the money for you, you still got to manage the people that manage your money. So you're always going to be working. Keep that in mind. The 4-hour work week is a myth, but it's a nice idea. I mean, there's a lot of validity to it. So moving on here, some little bit of professional aspect here. I got a Bachelor's of Science in Accounting from the University of Oregon, and I've been in network marketing really kind of head first, feet first, whatever you want to call it, since 2009. Was dabbled around with Primerica, World Financial Group, those two financial related network marketing companies. I wasn't really too involved with those. It was one of those things where you just start out, you think, you see the people drawing the circles up on the board, and you think you're going to be a millionaire. And the reality is that, your mindset isn't there yet. Your social skills aren't there yet. Your communication, your presentation skills aren't there yet. So there's a lot of growth that occurs, and that was me in those two opportunities. Juice International was an opportunity that kind of woke me up when that company doesn't have a network marketing arm anymore. It's still alive and well, but just as a traditional commercial business. But the internet world was opened up to me during that opportunity, where I finally realized that, wait a second, you mean I don't have to do home meetings anymore? I can leverage my time on the internet? I'm like, heck yeah, I'll do that, and I'm gonna go rock it out. Well, of course, my upline decided that that wasn't a good idea to do my stuff online and that I should focus on offline. Of course, I told him, you're wrong. And he remains uh, in the right as of today because I'm not gonna to battle a guy that believes that his way is the right way. So um, let's see. Uh, so yeah, I'm not sure if you guys were seeing the other slide. So my eyes might have been darting back and forth. So uh, that. Pardon me for that. Live events are not perfect by any means. So in the next section here, sorry, been learning internet marketing since 2009. The last two opportunities, though, before I go on, Numis Network and ViSalus, I jumped from opportunity to opportunity. I didn't really have that breakthrough yet that I needed, where I truly stepped into my own, where I became a leader and decided to work for myself and do the things that a leader does, which is, uh, take action, regardless of who your upline is. I joined Millionaires directly in both those organizations, and expecting some magical influence to rub off on me. When I realized later on that that wasn't the case at all. You needed to step into your own, get your work done, get your own leads, call your leads, close your leads, everything like that. So next bullet point here, I've been learning internet marketing since 2009. I specialize in search engine optimization, on-page, off-page. I use WordPress, self-hosted WordPress blogs, so I'm really, really good at using those particular that particular platform. And Facebook marketing is something that I specialize in as well. Something that you won't see is that I've been creating an arsenal of strategies and tactics that I'm going to share with those people that subscribe to my list and that are inside of my inner circle, and you guys are going to benefit greatly from those trainings. So just stay plugged in this space here, and I will take care of you for sure. Home-based online marketing is really my niche right now, where I focus in on. Local marketing is something that's starting to branch out. So as you start to learn marketing skills, you realize, wait a second, the online world isn't the only place that I need to use this stuff. I can sell to mom and pop restaurants down the street, and it's like, yes, you can. So that's exactly what we're doing in this business here and in my business. So right now, we've got a problem. The problem that we have is that no one knows how to make money on demand. Nobody knows how to do this. And people are saddled with medical bills, credit card debt, student loan debt, mortgages, car payments, leisure expenses, and much, much more. And it's kind of crazy how big the problem is. Everybody knows somebody that has either been laid off or that needs a little extra help here and there with the things that they do. It's really kind of a tough situation, because these individuals that need money, they don't have enough time to deal with their own personal issues. All they have enough time for is working 2 jobs. So they're working 80 hours a week trying to make ends meet. They don't have time to do any of the extra stuff that might help them get ahead every once in a while. So when you think about these problems that people have, there's a self-limiting belief that people have, or they set up this barrier that holds them back. It's really, really sad, because it doesn't have to be that way. And a lot of times when you have these self-limiting beliefs, you don't even think to look out into the world for the solutions, when the reality is that you may already have everything you need you just need a little bit of direction, a little bit of motivation to get that done, and that's where I come in. You know, like I was saying before, they don't have time to learn new things. The other issue is that even if they want to learn new things, they don't know how to implement anything. So what's a common phenomenon that I've found is that people will go through courses. You know, they'll buy a bunch of courses, $8 here, $50 here, $100 here, $500, $1,000, $2,000, and they still stay broke. And the reason for that is that they don't consume the information properly. And what I mean exactly is that when you consume information, you have to be implementing it at the same time, or else there's nothing that you're gaining from that information. So you can be a Rhodes Scholar with 10 master's degrees and 50 PhDs, but if you're not doing anything with that knowledge, then nobody's benefiting from that. And if the outside world doesn't benefit from the knowledge that you have, then there's no value exchange there. And I talk a little bit more about that in a second. There's no value exchange there. So people aren't really going to see that value. And it's a sad thing. So, you know, make sure that you understand that there is an implementation process to what you're learning. The next point here, there's a mentality that it is what it is. And that's stupid, and it'll keep you broke. Do not have that mentality. Don't have that mentality. Erase that from your mind, because when you really sit down and you think about the reasons why people don't take action and they don't make commitments, it's because they accept their current situation as a fact and as a reality. They don't have the thought process to take them from point A to point B, which is change. And that change helps drive forward progress in society and in a person's life. And that's why it's stupid. When people say it is what it is, it's stupid. Change it. If you don't like it, change it. Don't sit there and complain about it. Change it. Give me a solution. Okay? I have a solution for you guys. I'm going to show you in the next couple of minutes here. Is going to be powerful, and you're guys going to love it. Most people don't realize that money is just an idea, and all it is a medium for the exchange of value. People get so hung up on money. Money, 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 money. You know, and when you hear me talk, I will reference money a lot. I'll reference being a millionaire and a billionaire a lot. Luxury goods, you know, jet planes, yachts, expensive watches, Ferraris, Bentleys. You know, you'll hear me talk about a lot of that stuff, and I won't lie to you. I do desire those kinds of things. You know, I like the finer things in life that life can provide and that money can provide. But we understand that there's a level that people reach, and that level is a level of happiness that people reach, right? That's really the true goal. It's not really that people are trying to do something for money. They're trying to reach a level of happiness, a state of nirvana, if you will, where they don't really need to worry about money anymore. They don't need to worry about paying those credit card bills anymore. They don't have to worry about paying for a child's college education, where you can step into a grocery store and buy the finest food that money can buy. Hell, if you can even start a damn farm, you know, that's what people want to do. And that's what it is, really. It's just people want to make it to a point of happiness, of true happiness. What makes you happy? What is the reason for why you need that money? Because after you have $1 million in a bank, after you have $100 million in a bank, after you have $500 million in a bank, after you have $1 billion in the bank, money no longer holds the same connotation as it used to. Because then it becomes a medium for an exchange of value. Because when prices shift, think about the prices shift at the grocery store. You know, it's like $15 for a gallon of milk in Japan. Here it's like $3, $4, $5, right, for a gallon of milk. And you know, once you reach a certain level of wealth, you're not worried about $5, $15. You probably pay for $500 for a gallon of milk and not worry about it if you get to a certain level of wealth. But once you reach that level, money becomes an idea and it's a medium for exchange. But the funny thing is that you don't have to wait till you have $1 million in the bank to become a millionaire and to have that millionaire mindset. So just remember that. Okay, and that's where you come in. But first, what is arbitrage? This is about arbitrage. Now, a lot of people will say, well, arbitrage, that's not a new idea. And no, my friends, it is not a new idea. It is not a new idea. Arbitrage is uh, let's just read the definition here. Arbitrage, the simultaneous buying and selling of securities, currency, or commodities in different markets or in derivative forms in order to take advantage of differing prices for the same asset. The verb is to buy and sell assets using arbitrage. Arbitrage is nothing new, which is why I'm telling you guys that you don't need to teach this old dog new tricks, okay? We're not going to learn anything that's groundbreaking. We're going to learn something that's actually quite obvious and simple, that people don't believe that it works. But I promise you that if you were to do this and what I show you in the next couple of pages here, that it will work and that you will be blown away at how easy it is. Simple it is, not easy, but simple it is to perform arbitrage. Now, just to give you a quick example, arbitrage. Stock markets, commodities, we just talked about that. Sports betting has a little bit of arbitrage there, where you look at a ticket scalper, it stands out in front of a stadium during the World Series or the NFL Super Bowl, and they've got their tickets, and you know that it's gonna be like $800 for a ticket, and you're like, what? I'm not gonna pay $800 for a ticket. But then it slowly gets to 15 minutes before kickoff, and you're like, wait a second, maybe I do want to get tickets. And you walk up to the guy, how much is it? It's $2,000. You're like, crap, I could have got it for $800. Now it's $2,000. You gotta be kidding me. It's the same tickets. That's an example of arbitrage. Amazon to eBay. There are programs and courses out there that show you how to sell Amazon products on eBay, and you could pocket the difference. That's arbitrage, because you're taking advantage of small minor price differences and you're pocketing that profit. One thing that I've done before also to make ends meet is to go to garage sales, buy things, and then sell them on Craigslist. It's actually incredibly easy to make profits that way. If you have time to go do that. It's summertime coming up here as I'm filming this, but garage sales, yard sales, tag sales, you guys call it different things all over the country. But when you go in and you grab an item that is lightly used, people are just getting rid of what they think is junk, but you can go on the Craigslist, mark it up for a humongous profit, and then sell that. You pay for groceries for every week doing that kind of thing. And it's kind of sad because there's a lot of homeless people around my area that if they knew how easy it was to do that, they could go to the library, the public library, and post a couple of Craigslist ads and just sell that stuff. They wouldn't have to sleep on the streets. They could create a business doing that. And it's sad. It's the mentality. And these are the kinds of problems that we're solving here, guys. All the portions of my business, they all go through to some philanthropy project that I have, and it's absolutely amazing what you can do when you build that kind of stuff into your business model. It's the new wave of where we're going. It's corporate responsibility. So what I'm about to show you does not require you to learn new skills. It requires only that you have an email address, that you know how to use a telephone if needed, and finally, that you have any ambition. So what if I showed you how to find an unlimited amount of possibility? What if I showed you that it's so cheap to get started that you'll probably buy it before I even get off the webinar? And by it, I'm calling it a tool. The life as you know it today isn't the life that you know tomorrow. What I'm going to show you is going to solve a lot of problems for you. And this method will never become saturated, ever, because the concepts are applied in every industry, every vertical, every single damn industry you can apply this to. But I'm going to show you how to do it from the comfort of your home. So enough of the theory and fluff. It's time to get work. You ready? So what I'm going to show you here, as I've hinted before, is arbitrage. Arbitrage has been around for who knows how long, but I just want to show you exactly how to profit from arbitrage. See, there are different marketplaces online. Hold on, let me bring it back so you can see my face. A second here. There we go. So there are different so there's different marketplaces online. Those marketplaces all have rates, prices for things that cost, and things that people can spend $100 on, or $500 on, $10, $20, whatever. So it really just depends on what it is that you're selling. And as you go through these different marketplaces, you'll see that some people charge more, some people charge less for the same exact thing. Well, that's what arbitrage is. That's where all the hard work is. Quite simply, is just knowing where to go, how to find stuff, and then what to do when you find those opportunities. How to reach in that opportunity and close the deal. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring you back to the screen share. And what we're going to look at here is the website, the Portland, Oregon Craigslist. Okay, so depending on where you're at, the Craigslist can give you your your area. So for me, I have Portland open. Okay, so what are you going to do? You just go into services, and you just search on, as an example, I'll type in logo. Logo and business card, get noticed. So these people are offering it. Need a logo, branding logo, flat fee, high quality, $69. Logo designs, do you need one? Okay, so all of these people you can see are advertising their services. Okay, so let's do this. Let's type in I need a logo. And this is where the hard work comes in, right? Because I got to go through here and find all this stuff. So I said it was simple, not easy. Okay? Which is why a lot of people don't take the time to do these kinds of things, even though it's almost certain that if you do something like this enough, you get good at it and you end up making a lot of money. So let's do this. Let's go down to Cali. We're going to go to California, go to San Francisco, okay, and then I'm going to do gigs, creative gig. I was searching in services, but let's do creative gigs so that we can do logo in here. Okay, so all of these people need something. Okay, guys, logos. Look at all this. Logos. Need someone to design a company logo. Small company. Nature of business is a high concept, futuristic photography modeling casting agency. Please send us a link of your website portfolio. If we like your style or what you know is what we're looking for, then we'll reply. Thanks. Okay, this was posted 5 days ago. These guys want a logo. Guess what, guys? I know of a place where you can get a logo made for $5. Okay, I just typed in logo and 20,102 results came up. Now, I don't know about you, but I see a lot of people that might be able to do a logo. And look at these things. I mean, you're looking at decent logos. I mean, this one looks, these look good. These logos look great. I mean, look at all these. Look at all these. These look awesome. A level 2, 100% rated seller. You know, these are absolutely phenomenal. They're phenomenal logos, okay? So that's just one way, right? So let's do, let's back up. Logo needed by Monday. Compensation less than minimum wage. Here we go. Thinks it's okay to pay an artist $75 for a logo. He thinks it can be done overnight. Talk about exploitive. That's less than the minimum wage, even on the shortest timeline. Put in perspective, his horse ranch has 61 stalls, you know, while also charging $150 per day for children's riding lessons. So anyhow, definitely need by Monday, $50 to $75 tops. Okay, you guys do the math. Right, so let's just say 55. Sorry, it's just getting out my calculator for a second there, and sorry guys, I'm messing with buttons here. I was just getting my calculator out, so I was just gonna run some numbers real quick on the return on investment here. $50, right? You've made $45 on top of that, right? So 45 divided by 5, right? For your investment, and that's absolutely insane, right? You made $45 profit on this just for finding another person to do the logo for you. Okay, so that's just one opportunity. Okay, that's just one. That's just one opportunity. Okay? Keep looking at all these simple video editing this week. Okay, video editing. You know how much you can charge for video editing? So you have 5 interviews, 20 to 60 minutes. It's in .move QuickTime. It'll need to be about 5 minutes or less total runtime. Title slide. Beyond that, very simple cut job. No music overlay, nothing. At the most, an insert of a title slide or two in the middle, logo at the end. You know, so they've done a pretty dang good job of getting this ready. And compensation, they want a quote. Man, let's see how much a video editor costs. Video editor. Oh, wait a second. We're on Fiverr. Everything costs $5. So even if you told the guy I'll do it for 100, you're making $95 because you told them you can professionally edit. Okay, like one thing here that you want to do though is you want to make sure they have a good rating. And we'll get into that in a second. I just want to keep showing you the sheer amount of opportunities that are abound when you're on Fiverr. So maybe WordPress. I know WordPress. Go into WordPress. You know, website design. Pot enthusiasts. Look at this, pot enthusiasts. What does this say? It has nothing to do with. Oh yeah, WordPress expert. WordPress experts that smoke pot. Awesome. There you go. Get high and do WordPress. That's what people do in these towns. If you design WordPress sites, we want to talk to you, right? So they're looking at this is a short-term position, so this is actually a job. Okay, so let's just say you strike a deal with as a satellite contractor for these particular businesses, then you have a job. Like, come on, guys. Like, you don't have to be the expert doing the work. You can say, I have a consulting firm, or I have a web design firm, which you will once you start gathering all of these contractors. You can hire freelancers on Elance to do the job. You can hire people on Odesk to do the job for you. Okay? So that's just San Francisco. Okay? We can go in and look. Louisiana. Central Louisiana. Let's look for under gigs. Writing gigs. Let's say you're a writer. Maybe you want to have somebody do some restaurant reviews. You know, you could do, look at this, $20 to $40, includes reimbursement. Maybe you want to do blog writing. Here's a good one, blog writing. Maybe you want to do blog writing, write a blog for technology, pop culture, okay, all this stuff. No time limits, very casual. Oh, there's no pay. So that's stupid. So you want to avoid that one. The writing ones, I will say, a lot of them are free writing jobs. I don't know why writers want to be broke. It's just uncanny. They just want to be broke. Write a review and get paid for it. Each review is paid $2.50, so that won't work out for what we're doing. See, this is arbitrage, right? They're buying reviews for $2.50 and probably turning around and selling these for like $20. Like, it's probably ridiculous, you know? Ability to write the review without a product in hand. That's stupid too. Anyhow. What else? What else do we do? Gigs. Let's back out. Let's do maybe East Coast style. Let's do New York. What do we got in New York, man? New York's a cool place. Computer gigs. Let's do web design. Looking for a web designer, front-end web developer, web SEO and design. Outside sales, well, sales is not a good example. WordPress developer, digital designer. You know, all of these different things that I know for a fact people do on Fiverr. Let's go into Fiverr and try doing a reverse lookup. So let's do graphics and design again, because that's something common that people look for on Craigslist. Album cover design. Okay, so let's do. I know New York has a lot of musicians, so let's do this. Let's do creative album cover. Album cover art needed. Song models. Album cover design. Okay, so need an album cover for a song that we put on iTunes. It requires some type of art. Work in order to put up a song. The concept of the song is love generation, so we need a 60s or 70s type writing. Make the O in love a heart. I mean, seriously, give me the best price, okay? You can do it. You can just say, I'll do it for 20 bucks. They'll probably do it, you know, and you made 15 bucks on this. You know, am I talking about 1,000 bucks in a day at this price? No, I'm not. But the potential is there for different types of arbitrage opportunities, right? So if you want to look for a bigger job, then let's do contracts, right? So you're going to do a contract. Video editor. So these people want to work in-house. So you have to do a little bit of selling there. This is a job, but this is hourly and depends on experience. I guarantee you, video editor, this particular job, I guarantee you this is going to be in the thousands. I guarantee you that, because that type of job is not simple. I was looking at a sales video where they were charging $10,000 a minute to do animated video. They're talking about the video itself, every minute of the video. So if it's a 5-minute video, it costs you $50,000 to make that video. So I know video is a huge, huge expense for businesses, and somebody's got to do the work. Why not be you? Okay, and you don't have to do the work. You get your contractor to do the work. This is arbitrage. You do not need to learn the skills of what it is that you're selling. You just need to know how to bring the two parties together. Now you're not going to want to, so let's talk about this from a tactical perspective now. So I think you guys have got the concept. Let's talk about it from a tactical perspective. Okay? From a tactical perspective, so let's do one that we can really hone in on. So let's do grab LA. Let's go into creative. Let's grab ebook cover. Okay, so this is simple. You get the crazy things online here, guys. So let's just take it from a tactical perspective. Okay, so this particular individual, they need cover art for an upcoming erotica ebook. Let's take it from a tactical perspective. You'll want to do, let me share my notepad. Okay, so you guys will see in my notepad, so, you know, dear, right, I don't know if I'll use those exact words, but what you can do is in the email subject, use the exact same title of the ad. That way there's some congruency in what it is that they need and what you have to offer. So for this, you might say, "Who may concern, I can provide you an e-cover illustration of a hot bird person touching itself. I'm totally excited about this project. Let me. Here are a couple of examples of what I can provide you. Thanks, Mark." Okay, now, you know, this is a kind of an odd gig, so I'm having trouble really trying to respond to it. But I'm just showing you, you know, the basics for what you want to do and how you want to discuss these kinds of things with your prospects. So these prospects are you know, can be a little weird. It is the internet. It is Craigslist. A little odd, but you got to continue to press forward with what it is that you're trying to do. So that's, from a tactical perspective, it's really a basic email, because you're going to send quite a few of these at any given point in time, and you don't want to sit and write a whole lot. In fact, you want to templatize. You want to templatize what it is that you're saying. That way, you can just cut and paste the generic parts, but then also include the custom parts. So the things that I would templatize are things like your experience, your signature, and that's really it. To be honest with you, you don't want to templatize anything else other than that, because you're going to get into trouble with the email providers. They're going to think that you're spamming people if your emails look the same as every other email you've sent other people. Okay, so let me take this example one step further. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? I just saw your ad, and it's a little bit outside of my comfort zone, but I'm totally willing to get you your e-cover in about 24 hours. For somebody like this, I would just flat out say my rate is $20 for the illustration with payment upfront. With payment upfront, if you, yeah, just you want to get paid upfront, guys. This is Craigslist. You just need to get paid upfront. Don't run into any situations where you do something and you hand the digital file over and they don't pay you. That sucks. Don't let that happen to you. What you want to make sure is that they pay you up front and that they give you exactly what you need. So that's what you're going to send to them. In the meantime, they're probably going to ask you for some samples. So what you want to do is you want to go over here and you want to type in eCover illustration. Right, so then you got to find somebody who has a good rating. So you want to do a high rating. Right, this guy has 1,800 votes. So this guy's probably pretty dang good. Right, so one order in the queue, 100% rating, 24-hour express delivery, average response time. So this is a really good service that you can get. So this guy's pretty good, and it looks like for some reason they don't have any orders in the queue. So that's absolutely amazing right now. I'd jump on this if I needed it. So you have that, right? So then you just go boom, and to see some of the testimonials and the stuff that people can do in these photoshops, right? Like look at this stuff, it's amazing, right? So just keep that in mind. Like this particular individual, they can do a ton of different things here. It looks like they have a wide variety of skills. So whatever it is, apparently that you can imagine, this guy can do that. So just remember those kinds of things when you're talking to this person. So then they say a bird person touching itself. You can talk to the guy and say, hey, I got an order. I need a bird man touching himself. Then you can kind of send that person over to them. And as I flipped over there, I wasn't showing you the screen, so my bad. Let me go back over. Let me go back over here and start my screen share again. Sorry, guys. So I was enjoying this particular website all by myself. So let me just show you. This particular individual has 1,800 buyers, 5 stars over here in Fiverr, and 100% positive rating. So that's absolutely an excellent gig, and you can see that this person, one day on average, 1 hour response time, 1 order in queue, perfect, right? So the second that guy says, yeah, I want it done, you say, give me your $20, and you contact this guy and you give him, you just straight up copy this and say, this is what I want, right? But this is a bad example, but you can copy this and just send it over to the guy on Fiverr. And Fiverr guys, they're usually, I've had only good experiences when people that are rated highly. So take the rating into account, okay? So that's that. I mean, what are your thoughts on that? You have, the idea's got to be just churning in your mind about what you can truly accomplish with this stuff. It's absolutely an amazing opportunity that you have now. So, let me center my camera here, guys. And this is a totally impromptu webinar for me. I wanted to share this strategy with you as a training, just because I know a lot of you guys are trying to make a lot of money in a short amount of time, and this is one of the best ways to do it. To be honest with you, you guys are going to see a lot of different ways to make money online over your careers, and honestly, this is a no gimmick trick. This is so easy to do. Simple to do. Anybody can do this kind of thing, and you're going to be successful if you plug into this and try working on this try working on this consistently over the next couple of days. You guys will be absolutely shocked at your results. So let's take this back one more time to the PowerPoint presentation. So what did you learn? What did you learn? I learned that there is oftentimes a solution to every problem. I learned that arbitrage is simply getting paid for bringing the solution to the problem. And I also learned that your current set of skills is enough to change your life, and you just needed someone like me to open your eyes. And it's so simple. So I'm going to ask you a question. Do you want to learn how to do what I just did in a fraction of the time? I mean, can you imagine going through? Could you imagine going through all of these websites? Could you imagine searching all of these websites? Every single one of these US cities? Could you imagine going through all of these Canadian cities? Could you imagine going through all of these European cities? All of the cities in Asia, Australia, New Zealand, Latin America, the Caribbean, Africa, looking for gigs and ways to make money? Can you imagine that? I want to show you guys something you're going to love. Check this out. Let me pull it up here real quick for you. You guys are going to be amazed. You're going to love this. I present to you Arbitrage Underdog, the Black Label Edition version 3. This is in beta, so it sounds like they're going to continuously upgrade this. And I've had this product now for about a year, and I've absolutely loved it. So check this out. So you could search Craigslist for title, search post, all categories, or whatever category you need, excluding jobs, job, full-time, part-time, because I don't want to see any job-related posts. I'm not looking for a job. Okay, so I'm not going to click these down here, but you can search Elance, Odesk, Gumtree. But let's just do what I just searched, eCover. eCover Illustrator and put a comma there, eCover Illustrator, and hit search and watch the magic happen. Sorry, no magic, no magic. Hit cancel, cancel. Let's search the title for eCover only. Because I want to make sure that I get the right results. So hold on, guys. So Arbitrage Underdog is in fact searching right now, but it was looking like it's not showing up for you guys. So let me try this one more time. There we go. Let me hit cancel. Clear results. I'll do blog. I do WordPress. So what this particular software is doing is it's searching the whole site, Craigslist site, for different jobs and gigs. There we go. So it's still searching. There's a couple, right? But you're looking at these different states. Okay, so now it's just populating a lot here. So you got DC, Wisconsin so far. Now it's pulling in from New York. Okay, all I had to do is enter this into my search bar. The local PHP website, WordPress website needed, June 1st. So that's a hot lead right there. That's brand new right there. Right here, this is a green icon here that's telling you that that's a hot lead. That's something that you wanna pursue that one quickly. Okay, boom. There's a ton more. June 2nd. All of these popped up. Okay, this thing is working, and it's searching the whole database for this stuff. This goes in faster than you would find it on the search engines, because this is going directly into Craigslist and extracting the data from the WordPress site faster than it's getting indexed online. So you're gonna get these you're gonna find these much faster than you would with any other program, or even doing it manually. So so it's absolutely crushing the websites, right? It's just going through, it's going in and finding everything, right? Des Moines, New York, WordPress modifications. What else is it gonna find? Search queue for 6. Okay, so it's on 11 of 50 states right now. So let's go ahead and cancel. I think you guys get the point here. Okay, look at all of these that I found for just WordPress, right? There's something wrong with the way that I was searching it for it before, but regardless, you see my point. WordPress modifications, you can double click on that, and boom, now it's showing you the ad. starting an online information service, we want to use Max Magazine theme. We need some modest customizations done, and then in the right-hand column, we want to have the ability to have a large blank space that contains a ticking stopwatch. Can you do it? What would you charge? Are you local to Des Moines? Let us know. I mean, to me, this is just I'm just drooling in how much this could be worth. You know. So what you can do is you can go over here and look at these templates that it provides. It says Book Illustrator, logo. You can create a new template. So what do these say? All right, let's do. Weird. Okay, delete this. Demo template. Let's do the default browser, Firefox. Subject. Oh, and when you push the new template button, it grabs your subject line, like I was just talking about. Grabs the subject line, and you could just say, hey, what's up? Let's just call it the WordPress demo template. So say you're doing a lot of WordPress ads, ad response, and you say, hey, I am the Word project that you're working on actually. So let's just take this one step further. Let's take this one step further. Let's do a full screen share for now, because I'm going to be jumping back and forth. So let's do the this a program doesn't want to minimize the way I want it to. So let's do Max Magazine theme. Let's take a look here. You know, you can take a look at these themes. You know, that's a really basic theme for a WordPress theme, and now you can look at it and say, oh, okay, that's within my skill level. So in case my designer screws up, I know what to do to help fix it. So it's, you know, utilizing a skill that I already have. And like I'm saying, is you don't have to be a WordPress expert. You can do the other skills that you have. So if people are wanting other types of work, give them what else that they need, right? So if they need a plugin or if they need back office support, give them that, but charge them for it. Okay. Project they're working on. I'm not local, but I'm willing. But I'm very available via my email and cell phone. And then you give them your number. You know, let them know that you're real. Tactically, and when you hit save an email, it's just gonna pop open a Gmail email, and then boom, you'll be able to email those people directly from your Gmail account. Boom, done. Okay, that's as simple as it is, and then you can close that down and you can move on to the next one. Okay, boom, hit the next email. Boom, close that. Right. Here's the other thing. So search by title, right? You might want to filter this down to WordPress design, WordPress theme design instead, because Fiverr is gonna come up with a bazillion entries if you don't narrow that down. So here it goes. Right. So then you could just do cancel, right? And then you can double click on that. Open up the Fiverr over here in this window, and then now you can go in and take a look at all the things that we were looking at before. Next gig. You can take a look at the next gig and try to figure out who's this guy, are they good, blah blah blah. They're not perfect, but the 93% is still pretty good. That kind of thing. So that's the speed. As you can see, I'm not sitting here going tab to tab. I'm not sitting here going tab to tab trying to figure out who's good, who's not, and I'm trying to figure out why things aren't searching and that kind of thing. But that's the power of this software. You just saw me go in and search 11 out of the 50 states, and each of those states had some kind of buyer, or somebody that needed a service, and you can provide that service for that person. You don't need to be the guy doing the work, but you're a broker, and you take a broker fee. That broker fee is the difference between the Fiverr gig and the amount that you charge. Okay, so a couple of things to note here. Some pro tips here is create your own personal templates. When you go into the software and you buy the software, make sure that you change up those templates, because imagine all of us are using the same templates. People are going to get pretty pissed and they're going to start calling that spam, and it's going to look stupid and unprofessional. So let's not do that. Secondly, be professional. Follow up on a regular basis. Follow up. Keep the communication line open between you and your seller and your client. Make sure that you are talking to those individuals as much as they need in order to get the job done. And make sure that you accept the money from the Craigslist client first before you do any work. Don't do anything for free, or partial job or anything like that. You're wasting your time with those individuals. Make sure you set the price and just call it a day. Set the price, call it a day. Don't even move forward with people until they pay you, because it's a waste of your time. Also, when you go in and you start sending off these emails, make sure you're tracking all of these different emails on a piece of paper, so you know what gigs you're sending these emails off to, so you know when to follow up with these people. Be a professional. Systematize the work that you're doing. Track it all. If I was your boss and I said, hey, what do you have on your plate today? You could take a list out and say, okay, I have to call back all of these people. I have a list of 25 people. It's going to take me about 3 hours to give them all a call back. After I close all of these deals, we'll probably net, $1,000 today. Right? Your boss will say, good freaking job. Keep up the good work. You can come back tomorrow. Right? So that's what you need to do. So here's what I want to do for you guys. Is I want to give you guys something special for being a client of mine. So I kind of told you what Arbitrage Underdog can do. If you're watching this live, you can see the buy button now. Buy it now. If you're watching this in replay, you should see the buy button. Buy it now. This is what you're going to get. I'm going to give you my Craigslist arbitrage training. It's going to you're going to have access to my site. I'm going to give you a bunch of Facebook projects that I have, some training that I'm going to give you access to, 2-cent Facebook click training for advertising on Facebook to take your business to the next level. You can learn these skills take it to a local business, take it to the next level. You can find these people on Craigslist, just like I showed you. You can use the software as a search engine and find people that need Facebook advertising done for them. You can offer that service to them. I'll show you how to do it. You can create a Facebook local hub app for these people. Again, going into the Craigslist search and saying, hey, who needs a Facebook page? I can set that up for you. There's an app for you there. The Facebook Marketing and Training. It's another Facebook training program to show you how to market correctly on Facebook. Again, this is an evergreen product that any business can use. Facebook Profits Exposed, another Facebook ads and marketing training. You'll be able to do that, to have access to that training as well. So you're looking at a couple $100 here worth of training and an app. So take this with you to the bank. If I would put any recommendation on this particular offer right now, I would say buy this now, because I'm going to pull this offer off the table. If you're watching this in the month of June, 2014, in the month of June, the offer is probably going to stay like this as it is, but when I turn on my evergreen system, and you're watching this as an evergreen system, the scarcity element will be in play, and it will probably be a 72-hour scarcity element in play, which means I will have cookied your access to this particular webinar, and the offer will expire in 72 hours. So make sure you buy this now. Don't wait. And if that wasn't enough, this product is actually only $27. So let me just write that down right here. It's actually only $27. Okay. It's $27. Buy it now. Get the bonuses today. Offer expires in 72 hours. Okay, and it's safe. So make sure you buy this. Buy this. Buy this. Buy this. Claim your bonuses right now. If you stayed to the end of this and this is a live training for you, go ahead and email me, support@markdubois.com. Say, give me my 1K per day bonus. Subject line, K per day bonus. Email me with this subject line and this email if you're watching this live, and I will give you your bonus. So make sure you email me right now after you buy it. Tell me you've got it. And if you're live, tell me you're on the training live, and I'll give you your live bonus as well. So this is Mark Dubois. This has been a great training. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know how you feel about this training, what you liked, what you didn't like, and I'll see you on the next one.